this is Terry, Joy on the Mountain. It has been such a beautiful couple of weeks up here in the Georgia mountains. We finally got a little bit of rain, but it wasn't much, and our colors on the leaves are slowly fading away. I thought I would give Speckles a walk right before we go in the kitchen. Last weekend, we went to an apple farm, and we picked up some apples. So I thought it'd be a good time to show you how I make homemade applesauce. And it's so easy to do. Here are the beautiful apples. I picked a variety of apples. I have a Honeycrisp. I have the green apples, and then another type of apple. I can't remember the name. So to make the applesauce, I use different varieties of apples, and I leave the skins on them so that makes it even more tasty and more nutritious. And make sure you get the organic kinds when you leave the skin on. So right here, I just take the apple and cut the top and the bottom, and I save the top and bottom pieces of the apples and put them to the side. And then I just slice the apple around the apple and then just cut them in small chunks. And I'm going to take these apple pieces and put them in a crock pot. And these didn't take too long at all. I would say I would cut up about 5 cups of apples. After I cut my apples, I put in the crock pot. I'll add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. I do not add sugar to these apples because they're sweet enough for me. And I set the crock pot for 10 hours on low. I cooked mine overnight. Okay, back to the other apple. These are the top piece and the bottom piece of the apples that I just cut up, and they're shaped like apple rings. So right here I'm adding a little bit of cinnamon, brown sugar, and I'm going to make it a little bit more sweeter and add just a little bit of white sugar. And I'm going to mix them up real good. And I'm going to put these little apple rings in my dehydrator and dehydrate them overnight as well. I'll probably set this for about 10 hours. 155 degrees. And this type of dehydrator is called the Magic Meal, and my husband purchased this for me for Christmas last year. And I love it. I decided to add cinnamon to my other apples for the applesauce. I was going to leave them out, but I decided to go ahead and add the cinnamon. Before I go to bed tonight, I thought I'd go ahead and take Speckles out one more time before it gets too dark.
Wish that I could stay in this moment forever, so I can hold you in my arm. I will carry you on my shoulders as long as I'm able. Scare the monsters under your bed. Deep in the biting, liking for you is all I need. Until my heart gives in, I will do everything I can for you.
Okay, it's the next morning and these apples are smelling so good. It's just a little bit chunky, so I'm going to go ahead and blend them with my blender. I'm going to take these applesauce and can them in jars. So right here I'm putting 4 jars in the oven and set the oven for 200 degrees and I'm going to warm up my jars. On top of the stove, I'm going to put some water in the pot. I'm going to water bath these jars and go ahead and get my water boiling and put just a little bit of vinegar in them. I'm taking the jars out of the oven and I'm going to load the jars with applesauce. The cinnamon made the applesauce a little bit darker, so that's why yesterday I couldn't make up my mind if I wanted cinnamon in it or not. But either way, it still tastes delicious. Tell me, if you have any recipes for applesauce, I would like to know, and maybe we can share each other's recipes. I'm sure everybody's has a unique way of doing applesauce. After I put the applesauce in the hot jars, I'll take a little bit of vinegar and a paper towel and just wipe the top of the jars to make sure they're clean before I put the lids on. Just make sure that the lid stays on the jar real good and seals good. And now I'm just putting the rings around the lids. And I'm going to put these in the hot water and I'm going to boil these jars for about 10 minutes in the water above the stove.
You will grow up in the blink of an eye and move out and be on your own. But no matter what comes your way, I will stay right here beside you to catch you if you fall. And deep and abiding, liking for you is all I need. Until my heart gives in, I will do everything I can for you.
Okay, so while my canning my applesauce above the stove, I'm gonna go ahead and check my apple wings, and oh, they were so good. I had one of those. If you ever see the apple rings in the produce department, with the cinnamon sugar, this is what these taste like. They were so good.
Deep and abiding, liking for you is all I need. Until my heart gives in, I will do everything I can for you.
Well, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I just want to let you know that applesauce was delicious. So I hope y'all have a wonderful week, and I will talk to y'all real soon. Bye bye.